collision. Now stay tuned for the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, boys high school basketball, here on WMBS.
From Ringgold High School in Carroll Township, Pennsylvania, it's time for WPIAL high school basketball playoff action here on WMBS, the Triple Live High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live, a 5A preliminary round game. The 18th-seeded Laurel Highlands Mustangs taking on the 15th-seeded Ringgold Rams. Brian Morozak alongside Tony Hanula, Carl Childs behind the camera on our YouTube Live video feed, and Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law studios. Our pregame show, as always, being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They'll get you ready for the game. They're located 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. Have a lot of folks to thank as our live video stream sponsors tonight, allowing us to bring you this WPIAL playoff game free of charge to you. They include South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott, Goodwin Como PC, Bright Stripe, Mike Kelly Toda of Uniontown, the T-Berry Law Offices, United Bank, Sandy Howe Notary Services owners Ed and Sandy Walensky, John Smith Construction, Proden and O'Brien, Megan Ford, and Fat Angelo's Pizzeria. And Tony, plenty of similarities between these two programs, and they've both completed remarkable turnarounds after posting identical 5-17 seasons a year ago, and here they are in the WPIAL playoffs.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting matchup all the way around, Brian. Both teams sneaking in, winning their last game of the season, but a little bit different on both ends. Laurel Highlands has actually won 4 in a row, where you have Ringgold, who came in, had lost 3 of their 4 games prior to beating Trinity to get in, winning the last game. So it's one of those things, a little bit different momentum coming into this, but Ringgold's athletic and long, and Laurel Highlands going to have to play a good game tonight to advance.
First time for Ringgold in the playoffs since 2021. First time for the Mustangs since 2023. And you talked about this 4-game stretch to end the season for Laurel Highlands. They actually weren't officially confirmed in the playoffs until a few hours after their win over Penn Trafford on Friday.
Well, yeah, and myself personally, I still didn't know until Saturday morning because I didn't know all the tiebreaker situations. I actually did not think Laurel had gotten in, but the way the WPIAL worked it out, and fortunately for Laurel Highlands, they were able to get in.
And you look at the Rams, their leading scorer, Takeo Tolliver, a 6'1 junior guard, worked his way up from the Rams JV team a season ago to be their leading scorer this year, averaging 14.4 points a game. And they've sized down low with 6'5 junior Dennis Hawkins, transferred in from Monessen. He's really a heady kid, Tony, also the starting quarterback of their football team.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where Laurel Highlands is going to have to be careful underneath. Hopefully, to advance, they're going to have to get Hawkins, maybe get him in foul trouble underneath. They're going to have to rebound well. Right now, coming into this game, Ringgold has out-rebounded the opponents by 60 offensive rebounds. Wow. So that's an impressive number that they can hit the offensive glass like that.
The last time the two schools played during the 2021-2022 season, when Laurel Highlands swept the season series, winning by scores of 73-49 and 80-42. The first of the two meetings actually here at Ringgold High School was close throughout much of the first half before Laurel Highlands pulled away in the second half. And you look at this Rams program, even though they've had some struggles as of late, Tony, they've had plenty of success. If you go back just a few years, they were in the state playoffs in both 2019 and 2020 and nearly upset District 3 powerhouse Lancaster Catholic, falling 59-56 in the first round of the state playoffs in 2020.
Well, you know, and it's a similar situation to Laurel Highlands. I mean, they had a lot of great players all at one time, and when Johnny Smith ended up coming in and taking over for Coach Hogger, had to kind of rebuild the program a little bit because you had guys who were not getting a whole lot of time at that time. So you're right, these are extremely similar programs, and it should be a good game here tonight.
And this stat really surprised me. As far as the series goes between these two schools, Laurel Highlands has won 17 straight over Ringgold. The last Rams win, you have to go all the way back to December the 8th of 2006, 53-51. Unbelievable that Laurel Highlands has been able to dominate over a 20-year period.
I know when you sent me that text this morning, I looked at it and thought, holy smoke, I couldn't believe it either. But, yeah, that's rather impressive. And
I kept on going back and back because I was thinking, well, maybe 10 years ago, maybe 11 years ago. I go all the way back to the 06 season there to find a Ringgold win.
That's interesting. Well, hopefully Laurel Highlands makes it 18 here tonight.
Yes, should be a lot of fun. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Ringgold Rams tipping off the 2026 WPIAL High School Basketball Playoffs here on WMBS. When our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues, we'll have our Mausers Tire schedule and scoreboard. Talk to Laurel Highlands head coach John Smith and preview the Guyba Lady Gators playoff game next week against St. Joseph. That and more on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
Chris Parker Jr., what's going on at Auto Land Hyundai?
0% financing is back. How about 0% for 60 months on 2026 all-wheel drive Hyundai Tucsons and Santa Fe? Or HMF bonus cash up to $4,000 on Santa Fe Hybrid. The only thing lower than 0% are the below zero temperatures we've had.
You're right about that.
With great Hyundai financing, over 100 new Hyundais in stock, and affordable vehicles like the 2026 Venue crossover and award-winning Elantra, it's easy to get away during the Hyundai Getaway Sales event.
Any leasing deals?
Lease a 26 Elantra SE for $199 per month, or 26 Kona SE crossover for $219 a month. Just see us for details.
Plus Hyundai Assurance, America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain protection, 5-year unlimited miles roadside assistance. Autoland Hyundai, 25 East Fayette Street, downtown Uniontown, or visit their website at autolandhyundai.com.
And remember, you'll always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated approximately 300 civil and criminal trials, some of which aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer, 724-425-1162, or email TommySchaefer@hotmail.com.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering new PA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas, open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning congratulates the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and Lady Mustangs and all our local teams on their successful season. District Judge Nathan Henning recognizes that a successful season requires teamwork and is the result of the hard work of the players, coaches, and the support of their families. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and Lady Mustangs in the WPIAL playoffs, and best wishes for continued success from District Judge Nathan Henning.
Falling in love with a house? Head over heels for a home plan? Take the plunge. Apply for a mortgage loan with First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Feeling commitment shy? Complete a mortgage pre-qualification. It's simple. 100% online, and you'll get a personalized answer within one business day. Then save the date for a move-in day or groundbreaking and put a key ring on it. Apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowell's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowellsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
WPIAL boys high school basketball playoff action on WMBS tonight. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs at Ringgold taking on the Rams in a preliminary round game. The winner will take on Lincoln Park coming up on Tuesday. Time now for a schedule and scoreboard being brought to you by Mauser's Tire. Need tread this winter? Don't let the winter weather slow you down. Visit Mauser's Tire today. As we mentioned tonight, the opening night of the WPIAL high school basketball playoffs and a really light slate of games. We have 3 5A preliminary round games on the boys' side and 3 2A preliminary round games. The other 2 5A games tonight have Montour at McKeesports, and Greater Latrobe is hosting Mars. Boys 2A action tonight, West Green at Bentworth, Union hosting Greensburg Central Catholic, and Beth Centers at Brentwood. Also action tonight in the Pittsburgh City League, where Carrick's at Obama Academy and Brashear is at Alderdice. Boys games for tomorrow, they'll open up 4A play in the first round with Highlands taking on Central Valley. That game at Central Valley High School. Hopewell hosting Greensburg-Salem, East Alleghenies at Knock, Derry hosting Deer Lakes, Burles at Bell Vernon, and Elizabeth Forward hosting Avonworth. The boys will be off on Saturday. They'll resume action on Monday with 6A first-round games. Pine Richland at Mount Lebanon, Fox Chapel hosting Norwin, and Amani Christian will be at North Hills. Boys 2A first-round games are also on Monday. Winchester Thurston at Chartiers Houston. Jeanette will play a winner of a preliminary round game, and so will Our Lady of Sacred Heart. Springdale's at Jefferson Morgan. Shenango at Clareton. Neshannock's hosting Fort Cherry, and Eden Christians at Laurel. And boys action continues in the first round on Tuesday with 5A first-round games. Chartiers Valley, Lincoln Park, and Thomas Jefferson will all have opponents to be determined. Again, the winner of the Laurel Highlands Ringgold game will travel to Lincoln Park coming up on Tuesday. Other boys 5A first-round games will have South Fayette taking on Penn Hills. That game at Penn Hills High School. Franklin Regional hosting Shaler. Penn Trafford's at Moon. Indiana at Gateway, probably the marquee 5A first-round game. And Hampton at Peters Township. Boys 3A first-round games also coming up on Tuesday. Waynesburg at Mohawk. Washington's at Southmoreland. Aliquippa hosting Stowe Rocks. Shady Side Academy is at Bishop Canavan. South Park is hosting Riverside. Ligonier Valley's at Keystone Oaks. Elwood City's at South Allegheny. And Charleroi taking on St. LaSalle. That game being played at a neutral site at Peters Township High School. Boys 1A, they'll have to wait till Wednesday to open up the quarterfinals. No boys 1A first-round game scheduled, just 4 playoff qualifiers out of the 2 conferences. So the boys 1A quarterfinals on Wednesday. Neighborhood Academy will take on Summit Academy. That'll be a 6 o'clock start at Fox Chapel High School. St. Joseph will travel to Nazareth Prep. Avella hosts Sarah Catholic, and Aquinas Academy travels to Menneson. That's a look at the boys' action. We'll take a look at the girls' playoff slate of games here on the Mausers Tire scoreboard when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues here on WMBS.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car and drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
The best pizza in town is at Little E's El Ultra, Uniontown's newest restaurant with all the organic crust, classic or gluten-free, all organic sauces, all natural meats and toppings, and a variety of specialty pizzas, including vegan options. More than pizza, Little E's has hearty homemade soups, appetizers, calzones, and strombolis, plus a variety of salads with vegan and gluten-free options. Open Wednesday and Thursday 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday until 9:30. Phone 724-880-6012 or stop in Little E's 7 West South Street across from a parking garage.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are proud residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and more. Experienced therapists providing quality rehabilitation close to home. Convenient hours, accessible location, all major insurances accepted. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access. 724-437-7500.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Sova & Son Body and Fender Repair. Family owned and operated for 63 years and providing quality, reliable service. Ted Sova & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They'll blueprint your vehicle for repair and work with your insurance company. With their environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Sova & Son not only cares for our community and children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it's their goal to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way. So bring your vehicle over to Sova. Call 724-437-2351. Now Ted Sova proudly introduces his new company, Target Safety Solutions, Atlas Road in Hopwood, providing vehicle alignments, calibrations, minor mechanical repairs, state inspections, including trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Safety, our target, your solution. Check their website at targetsafetysolutionsllc.com. Ted Sova is proud to support local high school sports.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown. Doctors Calabrese, Hoppy, Lorenz, and I want to wish the very best to all our local hoops teams this season and remind everyone that our team of board-certified specialists are highly committed to provide the highest quality of care for any and all gastrointestinal and liver problems. Call us at 724-437-7677.
WMBS high school basketball coverage is proudly sponsored by the law firm of Goodwin Como. Voted Fayette County's best attorney, Benjamin F. Goodwin, and the award-winning Goodwin Como team have been trusted by your friends and neighbors for nearly 2 decades. From estate planning and administration to personal injury, workers' compensation, property matters, family law, and criminal defense, they deliver dedicated, personalized representation when it matters most. With 2 convenient offices in Uniontown and Bell Vernon, visit GoodwinComo.com or call them at 724-438-1616 for your free initial consultation. Goodwin Como, righting wrongs, securing justice.
Brian Morozak back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Again, boys high school basketball playoff action on WMBS tonight. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs at Ringgold taking on the Rams in a 5A preliminary round game. We're continuing our schedule and scoreboard brought to you by Mauser's Tire. Don't let the winter weather slow you down. Call Mauser's Tire today, 724-245-2410. We mentioned the boys' schedule during the last segment. Let's take a look at the girls' games scheduled here on the playoff side. No action until tomorrow. No girls' games scheduled for tonight. The girls' playoff kickoff with 5A first-round action tomorrow with West Allegheny hosting Trinity. Peters Township's at Plum. Thomas Jefferson hosting Penn Hills. Mars is at Indiana. Fox Chapel hosts Greater Latrobe. Kiski area is at South Fayette. Franklin Regionals at Penn Trafford. And Baldwin is hosting Chartiers Valley. Also tomorrow night, girls' 3A first-round games will have St. LaSalle taking on Stowe Rocks. That game at South Fayette High School. Beaver Falls is hosting South Allegheny. Riverside's at Avonworth. Mohawk taking on Greensburg Central Catholic. That game at a neutral site at Fox Chapel High School. Our Lady of Sacred Heart is hosting McGuffey. Keystone Oaks is at Quaker Valley, and Waynesburg hosting Deer Lake. Like the boys, no girls game scheduled on Valentine's Day Saturday. Girls resume action on Monday with one 6A girls first-round game. North Hills hosting Mount Lebanon. Also girls 4A first-round action on Monday. Mount Lebanon at Beaver. Lincoln Park traveling to Bell Vernon. The Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs will be in action on Monday. They'll travel to North Catholic. That'll be a 7 o'clock start. Hopewell's at Elizabeth Forward. Freeport is at South Park. And Hampton is hosting Burrell. Girls 1A preliminary round games also coming up on Monday. Monessen taking on Sewickley Academy. Eden Christian battling Bishop Canavan. And Clareton will take on West Green. Girls action continues into Tuesday, where there will be girls action in 2A in the first round with Southside Beaver taking on Chartiers Houston. Fort Cherry taking on Riverview. That game at Fort Cherry High School. California hosts Laurel. Jeanette's at Burgettstown. Brentwood's at Neshannock. Aliquippa hosts Beth Center. Bentworth is at Winchester Thurston. And Rochester is hosting Apollo Ridge. Again, the Geibel Lady Gators with a first-round bye. Geibel will open up the playoffs a week from tonight on Thursday, February the 19th, hosting St. Joseph. We'll have that game here on WMBS, and it looks like nothing official yet, but looking pretty good that we'll have video coverage of that contest as well. It will start at 7 o'clock on Thursday, again from Geibel Catholic High School, Geibel and St. Joseph here on WMBS. But tonight it's boys 5A preliminary round action. Ringgold taking on Laurel Highlands. And we'll talk to the head coach of the Mustangs, John Smith, when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
Does your car sound like it's saying, "Trade me in, trade me in," every time you start it up? Well, go to Ford of Uniontown and trade it in. That's right. Your Uniontown Ford dealer is ready to assist you with a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV purchase. Ford of Uniontown has all the deals, all the inventory, and they are ready to deal. It has never been a better time to buy a Ford. Service is their top priority. No matter where you purchase your Ford car or truck, Ford of Uniontown will be happy to service it for you. They offer Ford-trained technicians, Ford-certified parts and service, 1-year, 12,000-mile parts warranties, and new state-of-the-art service equipment. Call or stop in today to see the hometown service of Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West across from Applebee's. So listen to your car the next time you hear it say, "Trade me in! Trade me in!" Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 at the top of the hill.
The North Union Township Recreation Center and Supervisors Rob Tupta, Kurt Matthews, and Ron Landman are proud sponsors of the Laurel Highlands High School basketball team. The North Union Rec Center wishes the Mustangs and the Lady Mustangs the best of luck this season. For information on North Union Township Rec Center volleyball, basketball, and soccer leagues, please phone 724-438-7350 or visit their website at NorthUnionRecCenter.com.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Bright Stripe, Bay County's premier asphalt seal coating professionals. Locally owned by Matt and Lexi George. Bright Stripe specializes in residential and commercial asphalt seal coating, also excelling in line striping and layouts, thermoplastic, and infrared asphalt repair. Bright Stripe has succeeded due to their commitment to quality work for 30 years. Bright Stripe, 724-437-6090, or visit bright-stripe.com. BRITE-stripe.com.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood is a proud supporter of local high school sports. In fact, their annual charity golf outing has contributed dozens of scholarships to Fayette County students. The Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, wishing all of our local high school teams a great season.
I'm attorney Bill Martin, partner at Radcliffe Martin Law. If you were injured in an accident, don't know where to turn, and want to know what your rights are, we'd be happy to meet with you. We're local and have helped hundreds of people here in Fayette County recover in accident cases. Most importantly, we pride ourselves on being able to locate coverage or find claims that other attorneys may have missed. Call us about your case at 724-439-3939. Radcliffe Martin Law, your local injury attorneys.
Brian Borozak back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Boys 5A preliminary round action tonight. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs at Ringgold taking on the Rams. Back with John Smith, the head coach of the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. And, John, what a great way to end the regular season. 4 straight wins, including a big win over Penn Trafford. You got your Mustangs back into the WPIAL playoffs for the first time since 2023.
Super happy for the boys and their families. They've been playing so hard all year. And, I couldn't be more proud of them. They've really stuck to their guns and believe in, what we're doing. I think I have a fantastic coaching staff. Couldn't do it without those guys, and I'm blessed to be a part of it.
And you've done a nice job rebuilding this program. You had just 2 wins during your first year here, 5 wins last year, and now here in the WPIAL playoffs in 2026.
Well, that was kind of the idea. That's what we were hoping for. I kind of knew we were going to struggle a little bit. Kind of building things back up again, but I'm grateful for the school board and for them believing in me, and I knew we could get back on track. I knew involved with the middle school and the elementary programs. I believe we have. I got good coaches all the way from the top to bottom, and that are preparing these kids for varsity basketball. And, I'm happy for them. I really am.
We'll be playing out of the preliminary round, taking on Ringgold to open up the playoffs. But as we found out back in 2020. Really, anything could happen. Your Mustangs really weren't favorites going into the postseason that year and ended up winning a WPIAL championship.
Well, definitely. I'm not going to. I actually thought our seed could have been a little bit better. I think that tendency the Fayette County teams seem to get a little. They don't seem to get very much credit when it comes to seeding time. But I mean, it is what it is. We had a good conference record. We ended up 7-7 in the conference in a very highly competitive section, and we ended up finishing 13-8 overall. And I thought the boys would have been a little more deserving of a little bit of a higher seed, but obviously the powers that be didn't see it that way. And so off to Ringgold we go, and looking forward to it.
And you look at the Rams program; they've been kind of similar. They've done a nice job rebuilding things there at Ringgold as well.
Yeah, definitely. Scott Stevenson, the head coach there, he was the head coach at West Mifflin for a while, and I got kind of familiar with him a little bit over the years when we were playing West Mifflin. 5, 6, 7 years ago. So, yeah, definitely. I got a little bit of film on them, watching them. They're long. They're long. They're athletic. They got some kids that can get to the basket. They got a guy that can protect the rim. So we're going to have our hands full for sure. But I know the boys are chomping at the bit and they're ready to get out there and play.
And even though you're on the road, really not a bad trip, just up Turnpike 43. So I'm sure a lot of Mustang fans will be able to make their way up.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we're hoping for. We're gonna do our best to, try to get everybody to know. Game time 7 o'clock at Ringgold. They're going to have tickets. They're going to sell tickets at the door, so you don't have to get them online. And we'll do our social media stuff, and hopefully we'll have a good crowd there. I think we will. I think the boys are playing good basketball. They're playing fun basketball. It's good to watch. You know what I mean? It's enjoyable, and I believe they're playing the game the right way. And I think the fans are going to come out and support us.
Coach, appreciate it as always. See you out at Ringgold on Thursday night.
Okay, Brian. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it.
That's Laurel Highlands head coach John Smith joining us here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. The Mustangs hosting the Ringgold Rams boys. 5A preliminary round action as the WPIAL high school basketball playoffs tip off on WMBS tonight. The Geibel Lady Gators will have to wait until next Thursday to open up the playoffs in the quarterfinals, taking on St. Joseph, and we'll preview that game with Sarah Larkin, the head coach of the Lady Gators, on the Sprouse Insurance Group. Pregame show continues right after this.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
Good times and good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown, family-owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. So get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill on Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Call them up at 724-438-9835. That's 724-438-9835. Or visit Potter's on Facebook. We'll see you at Potter's.
Uniontown Dental Associates, led by Doctors Jonathan Krisner, Jennifer Hart, Jocelyn Belitsky, and Dr. Kareem Shahama, offers a full range of dental services. Same-day crowns are a convenient solution for those needing immediate care, and one of the many services they offer. Whether you need clear aligners to discreetly straighten teeth, a permanent fix for missing teeth with implants or restorative options, they have you covered. Visit them at 7829 National Pike or phone 724-438-0241 to schedule your appointment. Experience top-quality care with a personal touch. Uniontown Dental Associates, where your smile is their priority.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car and drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
just that easy.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4:30, and Saturdays, 8 to 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Braggs a call today, 724-439-3228, for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated approximately 300 civil and criminal trials, some of which aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer, 724-425-1162, or email TommySchaefer@hotmail.com.
Boys high school basketball playoff action, 5A preliminary round tonight. Laurel Highlands at Ringgold taking on the Rams. The Guyville Lady Gators will have to wait until next Thursday to open up their postseason. They will host the St. Joseph Spartans. Joining us now, Sarah Larkin, the head coach of the Lady Gators. And Sarah, congratulations first off on getting into the postseason. I want to start this off going back to last Monday when your Lady Gators wrapped up the regular season, winning at Carrick, and your daughter Emma setting a new WPIAL scoring mark in Fayette County.
Yes, yeah, she had 27, I think, on Monday against Carrick, and she had to play a little more than I wanted her to. Unfortunately, we had a minor injury with Alexa Morgan, so she ended up being in the game more than I wanted. But, yeah, she accomplished that goal. It was kind of quiet. We didn't really get to celebrate that, but I know that there are a lot of people out there that are excited for her and happy for her. So glad to get that past us before we get into the playoffs.
And certainly it was a nice accomplishment. Lily Hall's record had stood for quite some time. You had mentioned that Alexa Morgan was injured in that game. Is she going to be okay for your opening round playoff game against St. Joseph next Thursday?
Yes, absolutely. Just a minor tweak with the ankle. She was good yesterday at practice. She'll be ready to go next week.
And then Tuesday, you found out you were seeded fourth in the WPIAL playoff field. Was that a little bit disappointing considering the fact that your section co-champs had only lost one game all season?
Sure, it was, but ultimately we don't control that, and we're going to focus on the things that we can control and getting ready for our opponent, St. Joseph, next Thursday.
Let's talk about your quarterfinal round opponent, St. Joseph. They played a tough regular season schedule in a conference that consisted of Aquinas Academy and Union, and they're going to be a tough out, I think, here in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, they absolutely do, and I know they're coached really well. We did play them, 4 years ago now, I guess, Emma's freshman year, our first playoff game up in Natrona Heights, and they beat us pretty good. We're a different team now. They're a different team now, obviously, but we've got some film. We've taken a look at some of their key matchups against some of the tougher opponents, and we're going to continue to just prep for that game, but we obviously expect that to be competitive.
What are some of the things that St. Joseph does well that you'll be concerned about?
Well, I think they're very similar to us and similar to Sarah. They have some height, probably a lot more height than what we do, but they don't necessarily have a big the way that Clemmer represents us inside the paint. Their big is more of an inside-out player than what Mallory is. I mean, I know Mal can hit the threes, but she's not really that big, strong presence in the paint. They have some really good guard play. They're quick, so I think that the speed matches up pretty well with us. I think defensively we may have a little bit of an edge there, and shooting-wise we may also have a little bit of an edge there, but they are very similar to us, so I think that it's going to be a challenge.
Yeah, certainly a tough road to the Pete. I was a little bit surprised, though, that both you and Aquinas Academy were on the same side of the bracket.
Yeah, that's disappointing, but we got to beat them one way or another, whether it's in the semi or in the final. So, we're trying not to focus on that. We're trying to focus on just one game at a time, take care of each opponent that they put it in front of us, and let our game talk for us.
What are your plans to stay sharp with a long layoff in between games? Of course, going from last Monday when you wrapped up the regular season against Carrick until next Thursday when we'll take on St. Joseph.
Yeah, the layoff is disappointing, but that's just the way it happens, right? With the bye in the first round. So we had that last year, and we knew coming into this year that was probably going to be the case again. We do have a scrimmage scheduled tomorrow with California, so that'll help keep us fresh. But I also welcome a little bit of the break. We've had a few physical games with that 1-point loss with Sarah last week, and then Monday's game was really physical as well. So it's also time for us to decompress and rest up and be ready to go fresh for that playoff game against St. Joseph. So it's a double-edged sword, but we'll get our scrimmage in tomorrow and then continue our practices through Thursday to be ready to go.
Sarah, appreciate it as always. I'll see you out there next Thursday. Looking forward to seeing your Lady Gators in the playoffs.
Awesome. Thanks, Brian.
That's Sarah Larkin, the head coach of the Geibel Lady Gators. Again, Geibel will have to wait until next Thursday to open up the playoffs against St. Joseph. Again, tonight it's boys 5A preliminary round action. Laurel Highlands at Ringgold taking on the Rams. Tony Hanoa will rejoin me, and we'll have the starting lineups and the opening tipping off the 2026 WPIAL high school basketball playoffs here on WMBS.
You're the first one on the job site and the last one to leave. Your business doesn't stop, and your truck shouldn't either. At Megan Ford's Commercial Vehicle Center, we're more than a dealership. We're your partner in productivity. We know that every minute your truck is off the road is a minute you aren't earning. Because of our massive commercial inventory, we maintain strong relationships with all major upfitting manufacturers, ensuring you get the lowest possible pricing. Choose from over 20 upfitted vehicles currently in stock, or work with one of our commercial specialists to design the one that you want for your exact requirements. But we know you work hard, so you can play hard too. That's why Megan Ford also carries a massive selection of Ford's most iconic rides, from the legendary capability of the Ford F-150, America's favorite truck, to the off-road adventure waiting for you in a new Ford Bronco. Experience the Megan Ford difference today. You can find us just off of Route 119 in Connellsville, or connect with us anytime at meganford.com.
NovaCare Rehabilitation in Uniontown is accessible for all of your recovery needs. New at NovaCare is pelvic floor physical therapy, a specialized program to treat patients with pelvic floor dysfunction related to bladder, bowel, sexual function, and pregnancy postpartum. These issues can affect both women and men and include urinary frequency, urgency and incontinence, pelvic pain, constipation, IBS, menopause, painful periods, and more. Call 724-437-0556 for an appointment in Uniontown. Personalize your care with NovaCare.
Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning congratulates the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and Lady Mustangs and all our local teams on their successful season. District Judge Nathan Henning recognizes that a successful season requires teamwork and is the result of the hard work of the players, coaches, and the support of their families. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and Lady Mustangs in the WPIAL playoffs, and best wishes for continued success from District Judge Nathan Henning.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's Construction Warehouse, 724-366-8274. Or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page.
Zen's Construction Warehouse, our surplus for savings.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowell's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowellsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Brian Morozak, Tony Adula back here at Ringgold High School in Carroll Township, about 5 minutes away from tipping it off tonight the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Ringgold Rams 5A preliminary round action from Carroll Township. Tony, is your starting lineups. They're being brought to you by SWGI Specialists, now U.S. Digestive Health at Uniontown. A different name, but the same team, providing the same exceptional digestive care to our communities, and wishing the best of luck to our Fayette County teams. Tony, take it away.
All right, Brian, thank you much. For the visiting Laurel Highlands Mustangs, who come in 13-8 overall, 7-7 in Section 1 5A play. Their head coach, Mr. John Smith, in his third year. His starters tonight will be number 1, Luke Martin, a 6'2 junior guard, averaging 12 points a game. Number 5, Caden Smith, a 5'10 junior guard, averaging 14 points a game. Number 10, Jude Packrone, a 6-foot junior guard, averaging 7 points a game. Number 22, Sevi Vecchiola, a 6-foot senior forward, averaging 6 points a game. And number 35, Tyrone Burton, a 6'2 junior forward, averaging 10 points a game for the Mustangs. On the other side for the home team, the Ringgold Rams, they come in 13-9 overall, 5-7 in Section 3 5A play. Their head coach is Mr. Scott Stevenson. His starters tonight will be number 2, Dave Wyszynski, a 5'10 junior guard, averaging 10 points a game. Number 3, Dennis Hawkins, a 6'5 junior forward, averaging 11 points a game. Number 5, Dimitri Lowe, a 6'3 junior forward, averaging 7.5 points a game. Number 22, Chris Wilson, a 6'2 junior forward, averaging 6 points a game. And number 25, Takeo Tolliver, a 6'1 junior guard, averaging 14 points a game for the Rams.
And Tony, you look at this matchup, Laurel Highlands seated 18th, Ringgold seated 15th, and you think, well, can either of these teams make a run? You just go back to 2020. Remember, Laurel Highlands went into the playoffs as a double-digit seed. I don't think anybody expected the Mustangs to make a run and then end up winning a WPIAL championship.
Yeah, and exactly right. And you're right. If you get hot at the right time, and you can win a lot of games and get to the championship, and hopefully one of these teams do it.
And the winner here will have a long road trip coming up on Tuesday. They'll travel to take on Lincoln Park.
Yeah, and a pretty good Lincoln Park team at that. They've always been good. They struggled last year, but they kind of reloaded this year, and they're looking pretty good. And you're right, it's going to be a tough task, but obviously both of these teams want to win tonight to take on Lincoln Park down the road.
It's one of 3 preliminary round games being played tonight. Montour at McKee Sports and Mars at Greater Latrobe. Those are the other 2 here in the 5A bracket. Really a loaded field, 19 teams in. Remember, out of the Mustangs Conference Section 1, you got 6 of the 8 teams in. Only Uniontown and Albert Gallatin missed out in the playoffs after that big tie for 4th place ended up bringing 6 teams into the postseason.
Right, and oddly enough, 3 of the teams from Laurel Highlands section are playing tonight.
Yes.
McKeesport, Latrobe, and the Mustangs.
And you look at this Ringgold program, Tony, 13-9. And we mentioned, just like Laurel Highlands, they were 5-17 a season ago. Entered the playoffs, though, with a little bit of momentum, wins over Trinity and Montour. They've kind of been up and down. You look at their results, very similar to Laurel Highlands. Had a couple of stretches of a few wins, then a couple losing streaks. It's been a roller coaster ride, but considering where the program's been over the last couple of years, in a pretty good spot right now here in the WPIAL playoffs.
Well, every bit of it. And, Ringgold started out with a loss to Bell Vernon, and a tough loss, only a 3-point loss. Ran their streak to 6 after that. And then, you're right, kind of up and down in between there. Had a 3-game losing streak, as we mentioned. Lost 3 out of 5 games coming into the last game of the season. So, they've been kind of up and down, whereas Laurel Highlands kind of peaked towards the end and playing pretty good basketball.
And if you mentioned it earlier during our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, we mentioned Laurel Highlands has won 17 straight games over Ringgold in this series. Last Rams win December the 8th of 2006. I expect a close game tonight.
I expect an extremely close game tonight, and I think the keys are, I think that Laurel Highlands needs to shoot well, need to protect the ball. And on the other, and let's throw in rebounding as well. They've got to secure Hawkins underneath so that he doesn't get a bunch of offensive rebounds. And the other thing on Ringgold's end, they're long and they need to play good defense and keep Laurel Highlands from fast breaking.
Get our live video stream tonight courtesy of South Union Township Supervisor Jason Scott, Goodwin Como, PC, Bright Stripe, Mike Kelly, Toyota of Uniontown, the T-Berry Law Office, United Bank, Sandy Howe Notary Services owners Ed and Sandy Walensky, John Smith Construction, Proden and O'Brien, Megan Ford, and Fat Angelo's Pizzeria, allowing us to bring you the game free of charge. No paywalls here on WMBS, Tony.
No, and just exactly how the fans like it, Brian.
Yes, and we're back with the opening tip-off right after this. Ringgold and Laurel Highlands getting the WPIAL playoffs started here on WMBS.
Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it to not only be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they are local and here to serve you. Call 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim.
Introducing Target Safety Solutions Division, LLC. Because Ted Stova and Son Body and Fender Repair is concerned about our local community, Target Safety Solutions was born. Located beside the Ted Stova shop at 94 Atlas Road in Uniontown, Target Safety Solutions specializes in vehicle calibration after a vehicle is involved in a collision. Target Safety Solutions can perform vehicle alignments, state inspections, minor mechanical repairs, including brakes and suspension work, as well as tire replacement, and also inspects trailers up to 10,000 pounds. Their alignment machine can accommodate lowered vehicles, dually trucks, and box trucks. Vehicles are now made with many safety features to keep their occupants safe. That's why Target Safety Solutions originated. Their state-of-the-art facility is open from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., Monday through Friday. They are currently taking new customers and accepting commercial and fleet accounts as well. Nick Patricelli and Mike Thomas are ready to provide you with fast, friendly, professional service. Call Nick at Target Safety Solutions, 724-550-4403.
In a world of big corporations and interpersonal experiences, there's something truly special about family-owned businesses. For over 70 years, the Mike Kelly Automotive family has been serving the community with integrity, honesty, and a commitment to putting families first. And we're not stopping anytime soon. Our commitment to excellent sales and service remains stronger than ever. Visit us today and experience the Mike Kelly Automotive difference. Because when you buy from us, you buy from family.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
That sneeze was in a different zip code, and I still felt the germs.
Relax, Randy. I went to Montgomery Medical. I'm fully shielded.
Like a flu shot?
Flu, COVID, the works. If you haven't caught up on your shots yet, they'll get you sorted in minutes. It's basically a suit of armor, but with less clanking. Then do the double shot. After Montgomery Medical, head over to Renew You MediSpa. I got their immunity IV drip.
A MediSpa?
You relax, you hydrate, and you give your immune system a VIP upgrade.
Montgomery Medical, a family tradition of family medicine.
Prime Rosak, Tony Anilla back here at Ringgold High School in Carroll Township. Just about set to go. The Ringgold Rams and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs game. The WPIAL playoffs underway. The Mustangs in their away blues, red numbers and white trim. Their bench off to our right. The Ringgold Rams and the home whites, navy blue numbers and gold trim. Their bench off to our left. This place is filling in pretty good, Tone. A big gym here at Ringgold, but the fans have really packed it in.
Hey, we have a very nice crowd here, and actually a lot of Mustang supporters here as well on our side, Brian. So you can see on the other side from the camera that Ringgold also has a good showing. So good to see, especially on a Thursday night.
A lot of the Laurel Highlands students off to our right. Hopefully they're not standing the whole game, Tone. You might not be able to see.
That won't last long, trust me.
So what do you expect to see here tonight? Laurel Highlands and Ringgold. Again, both teams in the playoffs for the first time in quite some time. Mustangs first time since 2023. On the Ringgold side, first time since 2021.
I tell you what, I expect to see the Mustangs kind of slow the ball down a little bit, take good shots. That's one thing, we've seen them over the last few games, especially in that Penn Trafford game. They didn't take a whole lot of threes, and it's one of those things. They got to shoot well.
We're just about set to go here at Ringgold High School with the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Ringgold Rams.
Kid.
And in the center circle, Tyrone Burton to jump for the Mustangs. He'll jump against Ringgold's Dennis Hawkins. Can you see it all, Tone?
I can see. We're good now. We got some people to move. Out of all the places, they got to stand in front of us.
Yes. Mark Tortorella in the center circle, and we'll get this 5A preliminary round game underway from Ringgold High School as the opening tap goes back to David Wachinski for Ringgold.
Wachinski's a point guard, and one of those things where he has to control the ball too and not turn it over.
Wachinski off on the near wing there to Takeo Tolliver. They'll swing it around and back on the far block there to Dennis Hawkins. And they try to pull it back out to the wing, got deflected out of play. It'll be Laurel Highlands basketball.
Yeah, and one thing I noticed too, Brian, on the stats, Ringgold turns the ball over an average of 14 times per game. And that's not very good if you want to win a game.
Caden Smith back across here for the Mustangs, picked up by Wachinski. Off to Luke Martin on the far wing, back up top to Tyrone Burton between the circles. Near wing, Caden Smith, down low, Luke Martin to put it up and in from the near block. Good start for Laurel Highlands. They lead early on, 2-0.
Good start by Laurel Highlands and a good entry pass there by Caden Smith to find Luke Martin cutting baseline.
Wachinski back across here for Ringgold, picked up there by Smith. Sent off to his right there to Tolliver. Back to Wachinski for three off the back iron, no good. Battle for the loose ball rebound. Hawkins finds it, and the ball deflected out of play. It'll be Ringgold basketball here in the Laurel Highlands zone.
And just, again, an offensive rebound there by Ringgold. Something that the Mustangs are going to have to stop here tonight.
Wachinski to trigger it in. Got it in there to Lowe. Back to Wachinski. Works out of the corner over to the wing. Back to Tolliver. Down low, driving, scoring, and drawing the foul. Chris Wilson ties this game at 2 here at the 6:57 mark of the first.
Yeah, and a pretty strong move there by Wilson to go up strong. And who was that foul on? Was that on Vecchiola?
I did not see it, Tony, get posted.
Yep. Hold on here.
And the first and only free throw in this sequence, no good, but they get the offensive rebound. Lowe misses there on the putback. Get a third attempt on the possession, and Hawkins had his shot blocked underneath. And here's Luke Martin going the other way for Laurel Highlands. Floats it off to Vecchiola there on the right block. Vecchiola trying to position, resets to Burton, spins off the near block, floats it up, shot attempt no good, deflected around underneath, and saved there by the Mustangs' Jude Packrone. Packrone coming off a solid game this past Friday against Penn Trafford, keeping the Mustangs alive on the offensive glass.
Well, the best part is Tolliver lost a shoe. He's playing with one shoe on.
Well, here's Burton sending it off to Packrone again. This game tied at 2, 6:17 left here in the opening quarter. Vecchiola off to Caden Smith, trying to spin off of Wachinski. Works back to his left. Now Smith backing off, resetting here on the near side. Deliberate possession here for the Mustangs. And Smith lost it off the spin. It'll go into the backcourt, over and back against Laurel Highlands. It'll be Ringgold basketball here at midcourt.
Going to be an over and back call is right. Just kind of lost the handle on it right there as he tried to make a move. And the first turnover there by the Mustangs.
And now an opportunity there for Tolliver to get his shoe back on there, Tony. And Tony trying to make a little room there for himself to at least be able to see the game where they positioned us here at Ringgold High School. Wachinski between the circles, picked up there by Caden Smith. Sent back off here on the near side to Tolliver. Right of the lane there to Wilson, and Ringgold turns it over. Here's Packrone going the other way. Jude Packrone near wing it in. Spinning there for the Mustangs. Resetting to Burton. Jumper from the foul line. No good for Tyrone Burton. And the rebound goes there to Chris Wilson. Kind of a hard luck shot there, Tony, for Burton.
Yeah, but that was a good look. That was a nice shot there by Burton. Take that shot all night long.
Hawkins back on the other side. A miss for Ringgold, and Laurel Highlands with the basketball back. Tied at 2 here at the 5:27 mark of the opening quarter.
And really seems like both teams are just trying to feel each other out right now and can't get any type of offensive momentum going.
Caden Smith off to Packrone. Back between the circles again to Luke Martin. And now Caden Smith fronted there by Wachinski. Up top to Vecchiola. And now Martin down low. Good little ball fake there. Caden Smith with a finish. Caden Smith putting Laurel Highlands on top 4-2. Here at the 5:02 mark of the opening quarter.
Yeah, great ball fake underneath to get that entry pass, and a nice job to get Wachinski off his feet.
Ringgold resets now in the Laurel Highlands zone. There's Chris Wilson trying to get it off to Hawkins. Lost the handle out of play, and the Mustangs will get it back.
And again, another turnover by Ringgold. And that's tough not to get a shot off. We've seen that 3 times already.
Martin working it into Caden Smith. Laurel Highlands a 4-2 lead, and the Mustangs generally, Tony, just looking at stats so far this season, more of a lower scoring team. Ringgold, they've had some high point totals, and I think a slower paced game like this will certainly favor the Mustangs.
I think you're correct.
There's Packrone for 3, open look, couldn't finish. Skying for the rebound there, Dimitri Lowe for Ringgold. They'll go quickly. Wachinski up the floor to Hawkins, laid up and in. Dennis Hawkins, who transferred in from Monessen, ties this game up at 4 here at the 4:19 mark of the opening quarter.
Well, that was a good look there by Wilson to make that long pass down the court to find Hawkins for the easy layup.
Packrow now trying to spin in there on Wachinski. Resets, floats it off here to Martin. Martin back up top, off to his right to Caden Smith, and now Luke Martin again. Martin with a little open space, bounces it over to Packrow, between defenders, bounce pass on the baseline, but Burton couldn't get that shot to go. Rebound pulled down by Wilson, quickly back across to Wachinski. Wachinski down to Hawkins, a little hop step, and the finish for Dennis Hawkins. Back-to-back buckets for Hawkins. Ringgold in the lead at 6-4. Here the 3:44 mark of the opening quarter.
Yeah, and again, another tough shot on the other side by Burton. Had a great look, just couldn't get it to go. And unfortunately for the Mustangs, it ended up being a 4-point swing.
Caden Smith back there to Martin, works off to his right. On the wing to Packrow, fronted there by Wilson. Sent back around on the near side again to Caden Smith. Holds high on the left, a little double team. Comes out there from Hawkins. Frees it back up to his right to Martin. In the corner to Packrow. Deep two on the way, no good. Burton another offensive rebound, muscles his way back inside. Will get the basket to go in one. That is Tyrone Burton, who drew the foul underneath. They're on Hawkins in the process.
Oh, that was, again, great ball fake to get Hawkins off his feet and a good offensive rebound. Again, Burton had everybody sealed off underneath for the rebound. Did a great job.
First substitution on the Laurel Highlands side. You have Revac checking in for the Mustangs. And now Burton, who for the season is 67% from the free throw line. Foul shot here halfway down, but came back out. And Ringgold with a rebound.
Well, I will say this. Mustangs are getting some great looks underneath. There's no doubt about that.
Wachinski on the far wing here to Tolliver, back to Wachinski. They play catch. Three far wing, reining it in to K.O. Tolliver. Tony, that's his 53rd made three of the season.
Well, and the thing of it is, Brian, I was looking at his shooting stats. He shoots like 47% from the field.
Ringgold on top, 9-6. Mustangs down low, and it's the freshman Damon Revac off the bench for a quick two. Mustangs back to within one at 9-8. Here at the 2:41 mark of the opening quarter.
Well, the Mustangs have seen something to where they can go baseline. They're getting a lot of easy shots underneath.
Tolliver and Wachinski play catch on the block to Hawkins out of the corner. That three spinning out for Dimitri Lowe. Mustangs giving up the offensive rebound, missing on the putback. Lowe got a second opportunity, and now a foul called here on Laurel Highlands off the second miss.
Yeah, not sure who they're going to call that on. Oh, they're going to call that on Caden Smith. Wow. So Smith going to pick up his first.
In the act, it'll be Chris Wilson, who's 58% for the season, 29 of 50. Already has missed a free throw in this game. Makes the first of two here. And Ringgold goes on top 10-8 here at the 2:25 mark of the first.
Yeah, a couple subs coming in. Braylon Lomax coming in. Going to give Dimitri Lowe a breather.
Second of two free throws here for Wilson. On the way, and this one no good. Rebound deflected around, but won there by Wachinski. And Ringgold's going to get another basket to go in one.
Yeah, and again.
That one Wachinski.
That's going to be on Burton. That's going to be Burton's first. And that's, again, as we mentioned, Ringgold, a lot of offensive rebounds. And again, there's another example. They probably have 4 or 5 already here tonight.
Free throw on the way and good for David Wachinski. It's a 13-8 lead for Ringgold over Laurel Highlands here at the 2:21 mark of the opening quarter. Here's Luke Martin bouncing it off to Caden Smith, and the Mustangs want a timeout. Will take it as well. 2:20 left here in the opening quarter. 13-8 Ringgold. We're back at 60 on the Sea Harbor Auto Group High School Sports Night.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy. The best pizza in town is at Little E's El Ultra, Uniontown's newest restaurant with all the organic crust, classic or gluten-free, all organic sauces, all natural meats and toppings, and a variety of specialty pizzas, including vegan options. More than pizza, Little E's has hearty homemade soups, appetizers, calzones, and strombolis, plus a variety of salads with vegan and gluten-free options. Open Wednesday and Thursday 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday until 9:30. Phone 724-880-6012 or stop in Little E's 7 West South Street across from a parking garage.
Mustangs turn it over as we come back, and another basket for the Ringgold Rams, this time courtesy of Chris Wilson. Wilson now with 5, and Ringgold on top 15-8 here at the 150 mark of the opening quarter. The Mustangs getting a little sloppy with it there, Tony.
Yeah, a little sloppy is right. Actually, on that last possession, I thought Reback should have taken that shot. He tried to dump it down and be unselfish.
Burton fouling extended on the right. Can't get the jumper to go. Rebound deflected out. Saved there by Packrone. Resets on the far wing. Back between the circles to Caden Smith. Just holds up top. Work off to his left. Wachinski watching him. Smith trying to come free, and Wachinski pokes it away. Here's Wachinski. Numbers coming back for Ringgold. Little alley-oop. Won't be a dunk, but it will be a quick 2 for Dennis Hawkins. 6 already for Hawkins. It's a 17-8 lead for Ringgold over Laurel Highlands here at the 110 mark of the opening quarter.
Well, this little half-court pressure is really puzzling Laurel Highlands. It's going to be a charge. So Burton's going to pick up his second foul as he tried to make a move to the basket, and that's big with 1:05 to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, tough one to give up there for Laurel Highlands. Mustangs had a strong start, but Ringgold aided with a couple of baskets and won a couple of Laurel Highlands turnovers. And just like that, the lead snowballing. Rams lead by 9, 1:05 left here in the opening quarter.
Oh, and again, as we mentioned, Ringgold controlling the offensive glass and just having their way on the offensive end.
Wachinski to bring it back across here for Ringgold. And this tempo starting to favor the Rams. Let's see how far they take it down here on this possession. Down to 53 seconds left in the opening quarter. Wachinski off to Braylon Lomax, just checked in off the Ringgold bench. 6'3" junior, trying to kick in the corner. Mustangs deflected out of play. Lomax actually aided, forcing one of the Ringgold turnovers they forced as we came back from that last commercial break.
Exactly, on the steal.
Lomax will trigger it in here out of the far corner. On the wing to Dimitri Lowe, back to Lomax. Trying to come free, 40 seconds left here in the quarter. Now edge of the zone, Packrone fronting Wachinski. Back over to Lomax, between the circles now Dimitri Lowe. Good ball movement on the Rams side. Kennedy Nash also off the bench, back to Wachinski. 3-ball, 2 strong. Jackson Nair on the rebound there for Laurel Highlands.
Well, the Mustangs are going to hold for one, closing in on 20 seconds to go.
And the Mustangs down 9 as Caden Smith brings it back across. Picked up by Wachinski. Smith barks out of play here high on the left. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Luke Martin on the near wing, and the Mustangs little no-look pass down low. Packrone comes free for a quick 2. His first 2 of the game. Mustangs back to within 7. Wachinski at the buzzer drains the 3. And boy, that hurts if you're Laurel Highlands. You get it 2 on the other side, then Wachinski pops one to end the quarter, and the Rams have doubled up the Mustangs at 20-10 after 1. We're back with a 2nd and 60 here on the C.R. Prada Group High School Sports Night.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering new PA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas, open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated approximately 300 civil and criminal trials, some of which aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer, 724-425-1162, or email tommyschaefer@hotmail.com.
Brian Rozak, Tony Anula back here at Ringgold High School. Start of the second quarter, all Rams leading the Mustangs 20-10. And Tony, when you're the mayor of Hopwood, you have a lot of power. I think you repositioned almost the entire crowd there after the first. Certainly have to thank Laurel Highlands Assistant Athletic Director Mike Smith for helping out with a little crowd control.
Yeah, Mike Smith was our Moses, man. He parted the sea right there so we can finally see Ringgold's end of the basket.
The Mustangs open for a little better news here in the second quarter. Caden Smith in the corner there to Martin. Back up top to Packrone. Deep pass pulled in over to Caden. But the Mustangs just a little sloppy with the basketball right now.
They have been. And again, they missed a lot of shots point blank, too.
Martin for 3. Another tough luck roll there with the ball spinning out. Packrone out of the corner trying to keep it alive. Down to Vecchiola. He'll try to come on the inside and get fouled. Shot attempt no good, but 2 free throws upcoming there for Sebi Vecchiola.
Nice little jump step by Sebi there to get in there and draw the foul, and he's going to draw that one on Kennedy Nash. That's going to be his first.
The Mustangs with 5 players with 2 points apiece. David Wachinski 7, Dennis Hawkins 6, and Chris Wilson 5 on the Ringgold side. First of 2 free throws good there for Sevi Vecchiolo. Enter the game at 57% for the season from the foul line, averaging 6.3 points a game.
Oh, and here's a chance, too. If he can make this, maybe the Laurel Highlands sets up a full court press.
Vecchiolo, second of 2 free throws off the mark, though. And Hawkins the rebound there for Ringgold. Off to Wachinski and across. Wachinski. Lane was open, but he'll kick it out. 3-ball from the corner, an air ball there from Braylon Lomax. But again, Ringgold, another offensive rebound. So
I don't know how you don't call an over to back. That was unbelievable.
Lomax, little fadeaway, no good at the foul line, but Hawkins, third attempt on the possession, gets the 2 to go. You can't keep on giving up rebounds like that. 22-11. Ringgold on top, 3-ball and air ball there for Martin, kept alive from Burton. Little hop step on the inside, floater good. Tyrone Burton, the Mustangs needed that as well. 4 for Burton, Mustangs back to within 9 at 22-13. 6:53 left here in the second quarter.
Oh, yeah, that was huge, and again, another offensive rebound by the Mustangs. And the only bad thing is they're getting all their misses.
Great ball movement again for Ringgold. The assist for Hawkins. And the 2 goes to Dimitri Lowe. His first 2 of the game gives Ringgold a double-digit lead at 11 at 24-13 with 6:35 left here in the second quarter.
Well, the Mustangs have taken a couple threes here, and there's another one.
Martin, or check that. That Smith deep 3, no good. Vecchiolo offensive rebound, missed there on the putback. And that time, the rebound ripped away by Ringgold's Dimitri Lowe.
Well, we've seen the Mustangs not take as many threes over the last few games.
Ringgold going quickly. Braylon Lomax, his first 2 off the Ringgold bench. Now 6 players have scored for the Rams, and they've doubled off the Mustangs at 26-13. 6:05 left before halftime.
Yeah, the Mustangs can't panic. You've been getting great shots. You just haven't been getting them to go.
Packrone up top for 3, too strong. Line drive shot there. Low, another rebound for Ringgold. Wachinski forward underneath, and a good little strip there on Hawkins, but Hawkins fights, gets it back, and lays it up and in. Hawkins already in double figures with 10, and the Rams out muscling the Mustangs with the basketball right now.
Well, out muscling them, but the other thing is they're getting back, and Laurel Highlands is not getting back on defense.
Vecchiolo deep 2 out of the corner, no good. Pack run offensive rebound, missed there on the putback. Ball still loose, controlled by Packrone. I think he got mug going up. No foul called, and now they're going to roll it out of bounds here off the rebound.
There's a lot of bodies on the ground here, Brian. Tell you what, this is an extremely physical game. Not what we expected, to be honest with you.
The Mustangs will just trigger it in. Over to Packrone, little ball fake, edge of the zone. Luke Martin near side. Caden Smith fires the 3 off the side of the rim, no good. Mustangs remain ice cold from the field. And off a little deflection there, Chris Wilson, the rebound for Ringgold.
Yeah, and Burton's got to be extremely careful too. He already has 2 fouls.
And there's Tolliver on the 3, no good. Offensive rebound, Chris Wilson keeping it alive. To his left to Hawkins, pulls from the elbow. Out on the wing, 3-ball too strong. Lomax still kept alive. The second chance opportunities just killing Laurel Highlands. There Dimitri Lowe draws the foul, going back up. That'll be the second on Caden Smith.
No, I think they're going to call this on Nairn.
Oh, you're right there, Tom.
Yeah.
I think they're going to get Smith there, getting him on the side.
I did too. Yeah, but they called this on Nairn, so he picks up his first.
The first of 2 free throws, no good for Lowe.
Lowe came in averaging 7.5 a game. Now Nick Crouch is going to check in, give Jude Packrone a breather for the Mustangs.
Ringgold as a team just shooting 63% from the foul line, 200 of 319 coming in. Lowe, second of 2 free throw attempts here on the way, and again, no good. Rebound deflected around out of the corner. That one thrown by Chris Wilson off a Mustang and out, and Ringgold again retains possession.
Well, again, another offensive rebound by Ringgold. Now Sevi Vecchiolo is going to check back in for the Mustangs.
Yeah, 28-13, Ringgold by 15 here at the 4:51 mark of the second quarter. We did not expect this one coming in, and no push-off called there on Lomax. Referee's letting them play. Tolliver up top now will fire from outside the arc and drain the 3. Ringgold getting everything to drop here tonight. 54 made threes on the season for Tolliver. He is 6 tonight. And it's a 31-13 lead for Ringgold over Laurel Highlands. Nick Crouch coming back. Too strong there off the floater. Rolled out of bounds. Last touch there by Dimitri Lowe of Ringgold. Remain Laurel Highlands basketball here in the Ringgold zone.
Yeah, I think the Mustangs are panicking just a little bit, throwing up a lot of threes. And in that first quarter, we saw a lot of shots point blank. So I don't know, get back to where you were.
Caden Smith kick out Vecchiola. Three-ball might have been partially blocked. And the Rams get possession again. In control, up 18, almost midway through the second quarter.
Well, just their length and athleticism. They're controlling the offensive boards, and that's the difference in this game.
Lomax here on the near wing, back between the circles on the switch there to Hawkins, and now Lomax again. Smith picks him up defensively. Lomax stays with it. Lomax says, bring it. Lomax dancing there.
About a 5 count.
They're going to get one here. No timeout. Timeout taken here by Ringgold. Taken as well. 3:55 left before halftime. Ringgold 31, Laurel Highlands 13, back at 60 on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
You're the first one on the job site and the last one to leave. Your business doesn't stop, and your truck shouldn't either. At Megan Ford's Commercial Vehicle Center, we're more than a dealership. We're your partner in productivity. We know that every minute your truck is off the road is a minute you aren't earning. Because of our massive commercial inventory, we maintain strong relationships with all major upfitting manufacturers, ensuring you get the lowest possible pricing. Choose from over 20 upfitted vehicles currently in stock, or work with one of our commercial specialists to design the one that you want for your exact requirements. But we know you work hard, so you can play hard too. That's why Megan Ford also carries a massive selection of Ford's most iconic rides, from the legendary capability of the Ford F-150, America's favorite truck, to the off-road adventure waiting for you in a new Ford Bronco. Experience the Megan Ford difference today. You can find us just off of Route 119 in Connellsville, or connect with us anytime at meganford.com.
Prime Roseneck, Tony and Noah back here at Ringgold High School 5A boys preliminary round action. Another basket for the Ringgold Rams. This one courtesy of Dennis Hawkins. Hawkins 6 in the second, 12 for the game. 33-13 Ringgold, and they pressure the ball again. Deflected out of play, and we'll stay with Laurel Highlands here in the Ringgold zone.
Yeah, Hawkins just with his size and length underneath, just able to create whatever he wants right now against this Mustang defense.
Luke Martin in the backcourt to Caden Smith. Smith back across here on the near side, bounces it off to Nick Crouch, try to go back to Caden. And good presence there from Wachinski again to deflect it out of play.
And I'm watching, I can't figure out what Wachinski's doing, getting in the face of Caden Smith.
Almost like sitting on his shoulder.
Yeah. I mean, if you want a technical, that's the way to get it.
Luke Martin back across there for the Mustangs. Bounce pass to Crouch, up deflection out of the corner. Long to another air ball. And right to Chris Wilson of Ringgold. Bring it back across over here to Wachinski. You can just tell the way Ringgold's been the last couple of seasons, Tony. This is a team that's really playing at another level than they have over the last 5 years.
Well, I think they're playing at another level that they have over the past month, to be honest with you. When you look at their schedule and what they've done, it's one of those things. They came in not really on a high note, but they're playing great basketball right now.
Another deep two, good there from Tolliver.
And they've got Tolliver with 8 tonight.
Correct. 2 made threes. That was his first made 2. And the lead at 35-13 for Ringgold. 2:43 left before halftime. Martin over to Smith in the corner. 3-ball too strong. Offensive rebound, Vecchiola scores on the putback. So the Mustangs finally able to settle things back down a little bit. Vecchiola 3 second quarter points. But the Mustangs still down 20 at 35-15.
Well, nice job on the block out there by Vecchiola to get that offensive rebound and take it up strong.
Ringgold resetting. A little bounce pass there from Wachinski. Looking there for Lowe. Pulled back to Wachinski here high on the right. Wachinski is seam and he'll scoop it up. Shot won't drop. Going for the rebound. Hawkins went down, couldn't hang on in transition. Laurel Highlands going the other way. Quick 2 for Luke Martin.
And a good look up the court by Caden Smith to find Luke Martin up there, and good job. Martin again with a nice ball fake to draw the defender off his feet and go up for the easy layup.
Rams 35, Mustangs 17. 1:45 left before halftime. Lowe lowers the shoulder, pulls back there to Chris Wilson, and now David Wachinski. Ringgold take a little air out of the ball here. Up 18 as we approach halftime. And Crouch getting on the basketball there, deflecting it out of play. Is that pass intended for Chris Wilson?
Yeah, near still there by Nick Crouch, but just couldn't keep it in. Now 3 players coming in for the Mustangs. Nairn, Vecchiola, and Crouch taking a seat. Burton, Packrone, and Revac coming back in for the Mustangs.
Wachinski here, high on the right for Ringgold, picked up by Smith. They set the screen with Chinsky works to his left. And a foul called there on the Mustangs.
And that's not the foul you want. That's going to be the third foul on Burton with 1:24 to go here in the second quarter. And that's the last place you want to see him foul is at the top of the key. But he's going to pick up his third. Now Sevi Vecchiola is going to have to check in.
It certainly hurts, and you need him on the floor, and you're down 18 points at this juncture of the game.
Well, and especially for his rebounding and boxing out underneath.
Chinsky to his left, looking for room. Pulls it back over to Chris Wilson on the far wing. Wilson spinning on the inside, shot the left hand, good. Chris Wilson. It's like every shot Ringgold's putting up, Tony, is dropping down.
Yeah, their shooting percentage is unbelievable here first half.
Martin long two near side, got knocked down, no foul called. Shot missed as well. Rebound deflected around, Wilson finds an outlet pass. Look out here, it'll just be an easy laying it up and in for Dimitri Lowe. Lowe 4 here in the second. Ringgold dominating, up 22 at 39-17. And another foul called here, this time on Ringgold's David Wachinski.
Well, the Mustangs, as we said, they're crashing the boards trying to get rebounds against this good rebounding Ringgold team. But the problem is every time they drop down on offense, Ringgold's sending somebody along, and they're getting easy layups on the backside.
Luke Martin flips it in there to Damon Revac, back to Caden Smith. Smith backing off here between the circles. An old double team comes out, a float in the corner to Packrone. Down to the freshman Damon Revac with a ball fake. Packrone to get out of the corner. Caden Smith thought about the deep three, goes back in the corner, and the three ball no good there from Reback. Offensive rebound, Vecchiola had it poked away there by Demarius Tolliver. Saved though by Smith on the Laurel Highlands side. Out of the corner again to Martin, and now Smith had an open look on the deep three, didn't take it, and then turns it over. Throw it right to Dennis Hawkins. Outlet pass forward to Demarius Tolliver. They're trying to set up the alley-oop. No good on the dunk, but Dimitri Lowe able to clean it up. Mustang fans wanted a technical there for hanging on the rim. Didn't get it. 2 seconds left in the quarter. Ball goes out of bounds on the far side of the Mustang basketball.
Yeah, I'm not so sure you should get a technical, but anyway you look at it, they had three guys back on a fast break and no Mustangs back there with them.
So Laurel Highlands trying to set up one last shot here in the second quarter. Revac into Luke Martin from 30 feet far side, no good. And his first half entirely dominated by Ringgold over Laurel Highlands. The Rams 41, the Mustangs 17. Our halftime show on the way next, being brought to you by the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm here on WMBS Turbine High School Sports Network and YouTube Live.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
For funeral services from pre-need to at-need, burial or cremation, call Gates Funeral Home and Crematory, located at 136 North Gallatin Avenue in a beautifully restored historic home. Family-owned and operated, the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory offers a variety of affordable services, traditional, cremation with viewing and simple cremation, plus warmth, convenience, and ample parking. And they are ready to assist you. Best wishes to all of our local teams from the Gates family and the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory.
Does your car sound like it's saying, "Trade me in, trade me in," every time you start it up? Well, go to Ford of Uniontown and trade it in. That's right, your Uniontown Ford dealer is ready to assist you with a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV purchase. Ford of Uniontown has all the deals, all the inventory, and they are ready to deal. It has never been a better time to buy a Ford. Service is their top priority. No matter where you purchase your Ford car or truck, Ford of Uniontown will be happy to service it for you. They offer Ford-trained technicians, Ford-certified parts and service, 1-year, 12,000-mile parts warranties, and new state-of-the-art service equipment. Call or stop in today to see the hometown service of Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West across from Applebee's. So listen to your car the next time you hear it say, "Trade me in, trade me in." Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 at the top of the hill.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are proud residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and more. Experienced therapists providing quality rehabilitation close to home. Convenient hours, accessible location, all major insurances accepted. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access. 724-437-7500.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This is attorney Michael Mays of the Davis & Davis Law Firm. We have been helping injured people just like you recover millions of dollars for over 45 years. If you're hurt or injured, I want to meet you and make sure you get the money that you deserve. Call me at 724-437-2799 for your free consultation. The Davis & Davis Law Firm has been protecting our neighbors in Greene and Fayette counties for over 45 years. Go to davisanddavislaw.com or call 724-437-2799 for your free consultation.
Casey's Sports Cafe, located at 243 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown and owned by the Vernon family, wants you to know they have new hours. Monday and Friday from 7 to 3, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 7 to 7, and Saturday and Sunday, 7 to 2. Come on into Casey's and check out their new menu ideas and entrees. They can also cater your next event. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Casey's is the place to eat. Call 724-550-4126. Casey's, the best in Fayette County.
Brian Rozek, Tony and Noah back here at Ringgold High School. All Rams here in the first half of this boys 5A preliminary round game. Winner to take on Lincoln Park in the first round coming up on Tuesday. Tony, is your halftime stats as the Rams lead the Mustangs 41-17. They're brought to you by First Federal Savings Loan Association of Greene County.
All right, Brian, thanks. Both teams with 6 players in the scoring column, but the difference is on the Laurel Highlands side, the leading scorer only has 4 points. Let's go over the totals for Ringgold in that first half. They were led by Dennis Hawkins, who had 12 points, 6 in each quarter. He was followed by 8 points by Takeo Tolliver on 2 made threes as well. 7 points from Chris Wilson, 6 from Dimitri Lowe, 6 from David Wachinski, and a made basket by Braylon Lomax. They scored 20 in the first, 21 in the second for their total of 41. 3 made threes, 2 by Tolliver and 1 by Wachinski, and they were 2 for 6 from the foul line in that first half. On the other side, as we mentioned, Laurel Highlands also with 6 men in the scoring column. They were led by Tyrone Burton, who had 4 points, and also Luke Martin, who had 4. 3 points by Sevi Vecchiola. A made basket by Caden Smith, Jude Packrone, and Damon Revac. 10 in the first, only 7 in the second for their total of 17. Did not make a 3 in that first half, and they were 1 for 3 from the foul line.
You know it's been a tough half, Tony, when your leading scorer has only 4 points.
Exactly right. As we said, they had a lot of point-blank shots early on in that first quarter, just couldn't convert any. Seemed to panic in the second quarter, threw up a bunch of threes, and I'm going to guess they're either 0 for 6, 0 for 7 from three-point line. But the thing of it is they've got to get back on defense, create some turnovers, and try to get back into this game.
Ringgold 41, Laurel Highlands 17. Second half comes your way next in 3.5 minutes here on WMBS, the Turtle Live High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live.
The Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy. This is Dr. Fraser Stokes of U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown. Doctors Calabrese, Hoppy, Lorenz, and I want to wish the very best to all our local hoops teams this season and remind everyone that our team of board-certified specialists are highly committed to provide the highest quality of care for any and all gastrointestinal and liver problems. Call us at 724-437-7677.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com. And find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Wishing the Mustangs a successful season.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com. When you need notary services, trust the best. Sandy Howell Notary Services, back-to-back gold medal winner for Best Notary in Fayette County. They're here for you with extended hours to fit your schedule. Sandy Howell's also the 2025 gold medal winner for Best Title Company. Open Monday through Friday, 10 to 8:30, and Saturdays, 9 to 5. Call 724-564-8955 today for Sandy Howell Notary Services, where excellence is signed and sealed.
Accidents can happen at any time. At Stewart Collision Service in Uniontown, we are here to repair your vehicle to pre-accident condition. Have dents? Stewart Collision Service does paintless dent repair. So give us a call at 724-437-9381 or stop by 73 East Fayette Street for all your collision needs. We work with all insurances. Stewart Collision supports our local high school sports teams and wish you the best this season. That's Stewart Collision Service, 73 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, 724-437-9381.
The North Union Township Recreation Center and supervisors Rob Tupta, Kurt Matthews, and Ron Landman are proud sponsors of the Laurel Highlands High School basketball team. The North Union Rec Center wishes the Mustangs and the Lady Mustangs the best of luck this season. For information on North Union Township Rec Center volleyball, basketball, and soccer leagues, please phone 724-438-7350 or visit their website at northunionreccenter.com.
Brian Morozak, Tony Nola back here at Ringgold High School in Carroll Township. Start of the third quarter, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs down 41-17 to the Ringgold Rams. And Tony, can Laurel Highlands do anything different to get back into this game?
Well, got to create a lot of turnovers. Got to turn up the defensive end and have to start making some shots. I'm going to guess probably in the second quarter, maybe shot about 20% at best. Only scoring 7 points, and one of those came from the foul line. So got to turn up the defense, got to get back on defense, and let's see what they can do here in the second half. Rams get the basketball, working right to left as we describe it to start the third quarter. It'll be Chris Wilson to trigger it in to David Wachinski. And Ringgold trying to keep their hot play going here in the second half, leading by 24. Hawkins between the circles, over to Wilson. Sing it down low to Tolliver. They'll turn and shoot off the glass and in, and drew the foul in the process. So the second half starting just like the first half ended, Tony. Yeah, exactly. And Sevi Vecchiola is going to pick up his first. But a nice move there by Tolliver to throw that off the banking board. Kind of a little fadeaway there, went one-handed, but he's in double figures now with 10. A free throw attempt, no good there from Tolliver. Laurel Highlands with the rebound. The Packrone bringing it across. Jude Packrone driving, spinning, bouncing it off to his right to Vecchiola. Vecchiola fights for position. Couldn't get the shot to drop, but was able to draw the foul. So Sevi Vecchiola will have a couple of free throws upcoming here for the Mustangs. Yeah, good work there by Sevi to go underneath and kind of just hold his position and drew the foul on low. So good job there by Sevi. Sevi has 3 so far here tonight, all in the second quarter. First of 2 free throws here, good for Sevi Vecchiola. Mustang senior trying to extend his season, but the Mustangs have a lot of work to do if that will take place. Yeah. Second of 2 from Vecchiola, good again. One of only 2 seniors on the Mustang roster, Luke Martin being the other. His dad actually sitting right in front of us here tonight, Tony. Buddy Joe. Wachinski back across, goes cross court near side to Tolliver. Fires a pass down, while Lowe comes free and gets the 2 to go. Dimitri Lowe now with 8. Lead back up to 26 at 45-19 for the Rams with 7:10 left here in the third quarter. Well, I know you have to play man-to-man to try to create some turnovers and everything, but right now, Mustangs are getting scalded on the man-to-man defense. Vecchiola just got swatted from behind by Chris Wilson. Ringgold going the other way. Caden Smith, good hustle coming back there, preventing a possible dunk
from Dennis Hawkins.
Yeah, good hustle was right. Really another nice look and another run fast break by Ringgold that nearly resulted in more points.
Wachinski working it in and driving the far baseline and putting it up, and it is Tolliver. So it's a KO Colliver now with 12. It's a 47-19 lead for Ringgold over Laurel Highlands. 6:43 left here in the third. That one deflected out of play. The Mustangs in danger right now, Tony, of having a running clock against them here in the early minutes of the third quarter. Yeah. Down 28, 30 points in the lead for Ringgold would enact that here in the second half.
Not anything we had expected at all coming into this game.
I said to everyone, I thought a 5 or 6 point game going either way coming in. And there's Jude Patrone draining a baseline jumper from the far side. Second field goal of the game for Patrone. He has 4 Mustangs back to within 26 at 47-21.
Nice little floater there by Jude Patrone, about an 8-foot jumper, and able to knock it down and score the first points in this second half for the Mustangs.
Wachinski and Tolliver play catch here, edge of the zone. Sent up top there to Chris Wilson. Wilson fakes a shot inside the foul line. Pulls it back to Tolliver, repositions. Out here in the near wing to Wachinski. Sends it right of the lane down to Dennis Hawkins. Up top again to Wachinski, and the Rams playing a little keep away.
Well, you can do that when you're up by 26.
5:48 left here in the third quarter. Wilson has the seam, drives on Burton. Couldn't get the shot to go. Ball still loose. Hawkins keeps it alive on the offensive glass. A recurring theme here tonight. Out to Chris Wilson. Missed there on the 3 ball for deflection from Burton. Smith finds the rebound for the Mustangs. A little poke from behind. Good hustle, Dimitri Lowe. Numbers coming back for the Rams. Lowe has it again. He'll drive and score. Dimitri Lowe, 4 here in the third. 10 for the game. The lead at 28 again for Ringgold at 49-21. Caden Smith floater coming back, won't drop. Another rebound pulled down here by Lowe. They can enact the continuous clock here on this possession.
Well, and they're going to take their time, run some clock, and get another good shot. There's Wachinski just kind of baiting Caden Smith into trying to come cover him.
Now he'll dump down. That frees up Hawkins. Missed on the first shot attempt, but Wilson able to clean it up. So Chris Wilson now with 9 and with a running clock the rest of the way with 4:50 left here in the third quarter. A 51-21 lead for Ringgold. Wachinski coming back, scoops it up and in. 9 for David Wachinski, his first bucket since the opening quarter. And Ringgold now up 32.
Well, Wachinski was thinking about kind of lobbing it off the banking board for Hawkins to throw it down, but thought better of it and took the 2 himself.
Vecchiola just inside the foul line, tried to push it up. Shot wouldn't drop, got his own rebound, and got fouled there in the putback attempt. It's going to be interesting, Tony, on the Mauser's Tire scoreboard. You mentioned a couple of teams out of Laurel Highlands section playing tonight, McKeesport and Greater Latrobe, how they will fare in their respective preliminary round games.
Well, yeah, it'll be interesting to see, and you know, you don't want to see all 3 of them go down for sure in the play-in round. That's a bad thing.
Vecchiola, first of 2 free throws. Good, he's 4 or 5 from the foul line in this game. Nick Crouch now checks in for Caden Smith on the Laurel Highlands side.
And I have a feeling that Coach Smith will use a lot of his bench here in the fourth quarter.
Vecchiola, second of 2 free throws, good again. So 7 for Sevi Vecchiola. Mustangs still down 30. And coming back and drawing another foul for Ringgold is Dimitri Lowe.
Yeah, Lowe's going to pick up a foul on Jude Patrone. No, they called that on Sevi Vecchiola. Wow. I thought it was going to be on Patrone, who came across the arm of Lowe as he went after that shot, but Sevi's going to pick up his second.
First of 2 free throws, good there for Lowe. 11 points for Dimitri Lowe.
Yeah, and really balanced scoring here tonight so far for Ringgold. They've done a nice job spreading the wealth.
Lowe, second of 2 free throws off the side of the rim, no good. And Vecchiola the rebound there for Laurel Highlands. Patrone out of his own zone, looking there for Luke Martin. Deflected out of play by Dennis Hawkins. Will remain with Laurel Highlands here in the Ringgold zone. And Tony with more playoff basketball 1 week from tonight. The Guyable girls will open up their playoff quest in a quarterfinal round game in single A against St. Joseph. That'll be a 7 o'clock start, much like tonight. 610 Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show.
Well, you know, when we analyzed this, Brian, and I thought about it, and you know, we kind of talked about it early on, but really thought this game would be much closer than it is. I tell you, Mustangs just really went cold in that second quarter, and that's been the difference.
Maybe that's some of the power rankings online. Some folks have been pegging Laurel Highlands as much as an 11-point favorite as Burton called for the travel.
Wow. Really?
Yes. I will send that to you after the game.
Yeah, I'm extremely surprised at that. But I'll tell you what,
obviously was not the case.
No, and you can't take it away from Ringgold. They played exceptional basketball here tonight.
They came to play. Be interested to see the final field goal percentage for the Rams here tonight, where they've shot so well from the field and certainly gotten the better of the second chance opportunities as well. Lomax for three. Put up a brick there, missed wide left. And Luke Martin, the rebound for Laurel Highlands, floating it up to Nick Crouch. Resetting to Jude Packrone. Packrone, a little ball fake at the foul line. Burton out again there to Vecchiola. Vecchiola coming far side, shot with the left hand, no good. Rebound pulled down again by Dennis Hawkins of Ringgold.
Well, and again, even when Ringgold is not shooting well, they're getting their own offensive rebounds. That's been the difference.
And have totally controlled this game. Laurel Highlands was in it for what, maybe, Tony, the first 4 minutes or so. And then Ringgold has really taken control as Hawkins here trying to fire a pass over to Demarius Tolliver. Deflected out of play. We'll stay with Ringgold in the Laurel Highlands zone as we go under 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. It's going to be a quick second half with that running clock, and the Rams up 54-23 over Laurel Highlands. You have Burton, Martin, and Vecchiola all checking out on the Laurel Highlands side. And you wonder for Martin and Vecchiola if that'll be the last time they'll take the floor in a Laurel Highlands uniform.
Yeah, I have a feeling Coach Smith will get him back in. Just giving them a little breather right now.
Up top here, Chris Wilson driving and getting it taken away by Caden Smith. Caden Smith trying to go coast to coast, and he'll get fouled. He hit his head off the court there. Wow.
Yeah, he's a little shaken up. I mean, he came down hard. Actually, thought he landed kind of on his elbow. He got up pretty quickly, though. Good to see that.
Yes.
And he took it strong and drew the foul on Demarius Tolliver, who checked in.
He did hit his head there, Tony. I was watching on the delayed monitor feed we have here. He popped it off there pretty good.
Smith quiet tonight, only 2 points, make it 3.
Well, composed enough to still make the free throw. Might have a good little bump on his head tomorrow when that thing swells up.
Yeah,
good to see he's okay. 54-24 Ringgold, 1:24 left here in the third. Second of 2 free throws for Caden Smith. On the way in good. So 4 for Caden. Mustangs still down 29 with 1:20 left here in the third. Here's Lomax picked up by Smith with Hawkins setting the screen. Lomax up top into the corner there to Lowe, fronted by Damon Revac. Little crossover. Thought about the long two. Gives a little touch to Hawkins. Off here again to Lomax on the inside to Hawkins again, who cuts and misses. And Revac rips away the rebound there for Laurel Highlands. Under a minute left here in the third. Caden Smith back across for the Mustangs. Caden jumper foul line, no good. Long rebound. Caden trying to keep it alive off of Laurel Highlands going out. Been that kind of night for the Mustangs.
Yeah, it has been. Both he and Nick Crouch went after that offensive rebound, and it just went off of Caden's foot. Actually off his leg, I'm sorry, and went out of bounds. We're going to have a timeout. Maybe blood.
So it looks like they're off of Demarius Tolliver on the Ringgold side. 37 seconds left here in the third quarter. Takeo Tolliver will check in.
He looks like he might have taken a shot to the lip. Got a busted lip.
It's been a physical game.
Yes, it has been.
An old-fashioned street fight at times. 30 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Now you're in the Mon Valley.
Yes.
Things happen down here.
Revac trying to poke it into the backcourt.
That's a backcourt violation.
They said Revac touched it. Lomax losing the handle there, but they're going to say it was last touched by Laurel Highlands going out.
Now that's going to do it for the quarter.
And 9 seconds left. Let's see if Ringgold tries to get another shot away here late. Down to 4, down to 3, down to 2. It'll be a 3 from the far wing. That's connected upon by Kennedy Nash. Nash's first points of the game come from outside the three-point arc. Talk about a dagger and end the third quarter. 57-25 Ringgold. We're back with a 4th and 60 here on the CR Product Group High School Sports Night.
Chris Parker Jr., what's going on at Auto Lane Hyundai?
0% financing is back. How about 0% for 60 months on 2026 all-wheel drive Hyundai Tucsons and Santa Fe? Or HMS bonus cash up to $4,000 on Santa Fe Hybrid. The only thing lower than 0% are the below zero temperatures we've had.
You're right about that.
With great Hyundai financing, over 100 new Hyundais in stock, and affordable vehicles like the 2026 Venue Crossover and award-winning Elantra, it's easy to get away during the Hyundai Getaway Sales event.
Any leasing deals?
Lease a 26 Elantra SE for $199 per month, or 26 Kona SE Crossover for $219 a month. Just see us for details.
Plus Hyundai Assurance, America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain protection, 5-year unlimited miles roadside assistance. Auto Lane Hyundai, 25 East Fayette Street, downtown Uniontown, or visit their website at AutoLaneHyundai.com.
And remember, you'll always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
Start of the fourth quarter, no buckle-ups coming your way tonight, Tony. All Ringgold, 57-25 over Laurel Highlands.
Yeah, no buckle-up is right, and sorry to say that because we wanted to see the Mustangs advance, that's for sure.
Caden Smith over to Luke Martin. Baseline long two, good, Luke Martin. 6 tonight for Luke, 57-27 Ringgold. 7:40 left here in regulation, and a backcourt violation called there on Braylon Lomax of Ringgold.
And Lomax looking a little bewildered there, but
yes,
kind of moved his feet trying to make a move and stepped on the mid-court line and got called for the turnover.
It'll be Ringgold with the road trip up to take on Lincoln Park coming up on Tuesday. Lincoln Park just a couple of wins last year, totally reloaded. They even got some commits for next year as well, Tony, which is unbelievable in the high school game.
Yep.
It's interesting to see how this Ringgold team fares on Tuesday night on the road. Missed jumper there for the near elbow, Tolliver. Laurel Highlands going the other way, Caden Smith. Pulls it back up top to Burton. And spinning away there is Mason Kolich. They're going to call palming the basketball.
Lincoln Park went from, 2-20 last year to the number 2 seed coming into the WPIAL playoffs.
How about that?
Yeah. Well,
those public districts can't reload like that, can they?
Nah, no. NIL money, baby.
Caden Smith firing it off to Tyrone Burton. To his left to Vecchiola, deflected out of play. We'll stay with Laurel Highlands here in the Ringgold zone.
Burton got to take that.
6:24 left here in the fourth.
Yeah, he's got to take that shot. I mean, it's unselfish and everything, but he's right there. Point blank, take it, big fella.
And Tony, unfortunately for us, we won't have another playoff broadcast for another week. Guy Bowl girls in action next Thursday. Also have to say good luck to the Laurel Highlands Lady Mustangs. They'll play on Monday up at North Catholic. That'll be a tough game for them as well.
Yeah, and a long way to go, too. An hour and 15, hour and 20 for them.
They had a nice season sneaking into the playoffs. Of course, certainly had to overcome some adversity coming into the season. Down a couple of players, and then having Taylor Irwin's soccer injury, knocking her out of the entire basketball season, but still fought hard and found a way into the WPIAL playoffs. I'm sure they'll put up a battle on Monday against North Catholic as well. Here, 5:30 left in the fourth, 30-point lead for Ringgold over Laurel Highlands at 57-27, and a travel called there on the Rams and Tolliver.
Well, you know what? For the Lady Mustangs, you got to kind of wonder what would have been with Taylor Irwin, especially the way she shoots. I mean, might have been a whole different story for the Mustangs during the regular season and even in the playoffs.
Here's Ringgold going the other way again. On the inside, Kennedy Nash, jump ball called. The Ringgold basketball off the arrow.
Good strong move there by Sevi Vecchiola.
Under 5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter, running clock. Rams stay with it, floated off there to Lance Johnson. And now Lomax driving, shot with the left hand, good. Braylon Lomax, and the Rams have gotten a lot of guys involved tonight, Tony.
They sure have.
Martin going cross court near side, Packrone, baseline Burton, jumper good. 6 for Tyrone Burton. He's coming back though next year, fan favorite on the Laurel Highlands side. Certainly has had a terrific junior year.
Yeah, and only going to get better. And that's looking for good things from him from next year, that's for sure.
He's a kid that started his high school basketball career at Albert Gallatin. Now Luke Martin for three. Too strong there. Rebound deflected around. Found by Packrone. Repositions. Got fouled going up there by Lance Johnson. We'll certainly miss both Luke Martin and Sevi Vecchiola. Accomplished a lot here at Laurel Highlands. Nice kids as well around the program. This entire Laurel Highlands team, though, this year, Tony, has been very likable.
A
lot of good kids.
Yeah, you know what? Very likable. A lot of good kids. And the thing of it is they had really good team chemistry throughout the whole year. You know, no fighting, no mouthing off with each other, any kind of things like that. So give the players a lot of credit and also give Coach John Smith some credit, too. He did a nice job with this team.
Packrone, second of two. Free throws, no good. That one in and out. I mean, considering this Laurel Highlands team went from 2-20 to 5-17, now into the playoffs in the post-Rodney Gallagher and Keandre DeShields era, I think says a lot. I think we'll see more out of this team next year as well. 3:42 left here in the fourth, 59-30 Ringgold. Caden Smith coming back for the Mustangs, pulls back on the wing, a little double team around him. Going to throw a pass back, but no one home. Goes right to Kennedy Nash. Good ball movement to his left, and spinning it in, Braylon Lomax. Lomax 4 here in the fourth, 6 for the game. 61-30. Ringgold over Laurel Highlands, and Lomax will force another turnover. And as you mentioned, Tony, Laurel Highlands will have an opportunity to continue this rebuild as head coach John Smith was given a contract extension about a month ago.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, like I said, it took a little while for the kids to buy in, and they have. And you got to, I mean, hey, to win 13 games this year, it's a pretty nice season for the Mustangs, and can't take anything away. I mean, obviously, this is not a performance they wanted to see to end it, but
welcome to the WPIAL playoffs, and Luke Martin might be his final 3 in a Mustang uniform. 9 for Martin. Now 28 threes on the season for him. Missed there for Ringgold on the drive. 61-33 Ringgold. Nick Crouch taking a step back 3 from the far wing. Missed there. Rebound deflected around, and Cam Trilly on it there for Ringgold. Trilly running the floor. They gave him the continuation, but he couldn't finish on the shot attempt. Martin breaks back for the Mustangs with a ball fake of his own. He missed there on the drive. Got it back. Goes strong. They're going to call it travel.
Well, good work underneath to get his own rebound, but just shuffled his feet a little bit, and there you go.
Good community game. A lot of folks coming out here tonight. Our buddy Snags in the house.
I'll tell you what, there were a lot of Laurel Highlands fans here tonight. Got to give them credit. And sorry they're going home disappointed, and we're sorry we're going home disappointed as well.
Anytime you get a county playoff game, it seems like everybody comes out. We saw Uniontown's Mayor Bill Gerke here as well tonight. 3 for the far wing, good for Demarius Tolliver. His first points of the game come from outside the three-point arc. 64-33.
8 players in the scoring column tonight for Ringgold. Now you're going to have a couple subs come in.
Jonah Coleman out of the corner drains the 3. So Jonah Coleman, Mustang sophomore, connecting there from the outside. 64-36 Ringgold, 112 left here in the fourth quarter. And now Ringgold trying to answer back with a 3 of their own, and Lance Johnson missing from the outside. Aaron pass there from Kavanaugh, picked off by Johnson. Johnson comes back under a minute left. Been a quick game tonight, Tony. Actually under an hour right now. This game's going to finish in 59 minutes tonight.
Yeah.
How about that?
That's, well, when you got a running clock with 4:50 to go in the third quarter.
3 from the near wing. Missing there is Mason Harris. And the Mustangs will get it back with 40 seconds left. Yeah. Stay tuned for our post-game show brought to you by Davis & Davis. Attorneys at law, helping local people with their legal matters since 1976.
Senafani.
He's going to get that one to go. He spent most of the fall of his freshman year as Laurel Highlands starting quarterback. And get some points here on the basketball squad as well in a WPIAL playoff game and drawing the end one in the process.
Yeah, Gabe, as you mentioned, only a freshman.
Free throw here is good. So 3 for Senafani tonight. 64-39 Ringgold. 23 seconds left here in the fourth. Lance Johnson on the near wing. I don't think we'll see another shot attempted here tonight.
I don't think so either.
Tolliver pulls it out. And again, we thank all the Mustang and Fayette County basketball fans for joining us for Laurel Highlands games all season. Been fun to watch this upstart bunch, but the Mustangs season ends here tonight, and the Ringgold Rams advance to the next round to take on Lincoln Park coming up on Tuesday night on the road. Your final score from Carroll Township tonight, the Ringgold Rams 64 and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs 39. Back to tell you all about it on our Davis & Davis Attorneys Law post-game show right after this on WMBS, Trib Live High School Sports Network, and YouTube Live.
The T-Berry Law Office and attorney Vincent M. T-Berry specialize in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. The T-Berry Law Office is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to attorney Vincent M. T-Berry and the T-Berry Law Office. It'll be the only call you need to make. Phone 724-430-0300 or visit their website at tberrylawoffice.com. The T-Berry Law Office. Small town, big results. Fallen in love with a house? Head over heels for a home plan? Take the plunge. Apply for a mortgage loan with First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. Feeling commitment shy? Complete a mortgage pre-qualification. It's simple. 100% online, and you'll get a personalized answer within one business day. Then save the date for a move-in day or groundbreaking and put a key ring on it. Apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 458729.
Mauser's Tire Center has been serving the region for more than 50 years, offering new, used, and recap tires, as well as tire repair. Mauser's is located on Route 40 West at Seawrights Crossroads. Need new tires? Call Mauser's today at 724-245-2410 and let them get you ready for the road. Mauser's Tire Center, your trusted source for new and used tires for more than 5 decades. Wishing all area high school teams a successful and healthy.
Amador Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel to school safely in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. Amador Transit is a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands High School sports and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about Amador Transit, call them 724-439-3164. 724-439-3164, or stop by their office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valets. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pickup and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
WMBS high school basketball coverage is proudly sponsored by the law firm of Goodwin Como. Voted Fayette County's best attorney, Benjamin F. Goodwin, and the award-winning Goodwin Como team have been trusted by your friends and neighbors for nearly 2 decades. From estate planning and administration to personal injury, workers' compensation, property matters, family law, and criminal defense, they deliver dedicated, personalized representation when it matters most. With 2 convenient offices in Uniontown and Bell Vernon, visit GoodwinComo.com or call them at 724-438-1616 for your free initial consultation. Goodwin Como, righting wrongs, securing justice.
When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 4:30, and Saturdays, 8 to 12 noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Braggs a call today, 724-439-3228, for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense.
(64-39) your final score. The Ringgold Rams over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. They're still blaring the music here tonight, so it's been hard to hear all night long, even here in the postgame with some of our cues coming in and out of timeouts. But the Ringgold Rams, a dominant performance over Laurel Highlands tonight, 64-39. Our Mauser's Tire scoreboard, the other 2 teams out of the Mustangs section up tonight. Latrobe up 30-19 on Mars late third quarter. McKeesport a 26-19 halftime lead over Montour.
Wow. Good for both teams there. And as we mentioned, 3 teams in the playoffs from the section playing here tonight. So it's a good sign. Hopefully we can get a couple winners out of it. I feel bad for the Mustangs. Like I said, they tried hard, but this is a good Ringgold team, and they were just a little too athletic, too long, and too quick for the Mustangs here tonight.
Tony, you have our final stats. They're brought to you by First Federal Savings Loan Association of Greene County.
Yeah, for the victorious Ringgold Rams, who improved to 14-9 overall. They were led tonight by 2 players. Dennis Hawkins had 12 points. Takeo Tolliver also had 12. 9 points from Chris Wilson. 11 from Dimitri Lowe. 8 from David Wyszynski. 6 points from Braylon Lomax. A made 3 from Kennedy Nash. And a made 3 from Damaris Tolliver. They scored 20 in the first, 21 in the second, 16 in the third, 7 in the fourth for their total of 64. 5 made 3s, 2 by Takeo Tolliver, 1 by Damaris Tolliver, 1 by Wyszynski, and 1 by Kennedy Nash. And they were 3 for 9 from the foul line in tonight's contest. On the other side for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, who dropped to 13-9 overall in the season, they were led tonight by Luke Martin, who had 9, 7 points from Sevi Vecchiola, 6 from Tyrone Burton, 5 from Jude Packrone, 4 from Caden Smith, a made 3 from Jonah Coleman, an old-fashioned 3 by Gabe Senafani, and a made basket by Damon Revac. 10 in the first, 7 in the second, 8 in the third, 14 in the fourth for their total of 39. They were 9 for 12 from the line, and only 2 made 3s here tonight, 1 by Jonah Coleman and 1 by Luke Martin, both coming in the fourth quarter.
So the Ringgold Rams knock off the Laurel Highlands Mustangs 64-39 here tonight. Tony and I back with a final word from Ringgold High School in just a moment.
You're the first one on the job site and the last one to leave. Your business doesn't stop, and your truck shouldn't either. At Megan Ford's Commercial Vehicle Center, we're more than a dealership. We're your partner in productivity. We know that every minute your truck is off the road is a minute you aren't earning. Because of our massive commercial inventory, we maintain strong relationships with all major upfitting manufacturers, ensuring you get the lowest possible pricing. Choose from over 20 upfitted vehicles currently in stock, or work with one of our commercial specialists to design the one that you want for your exact requirements. But we know you work hard, so you can play hard too. That's why Megan Ford also carries a massive selection of Ford's most iconic rides. From the legendary capability of the Ford F-150, America's favorite truck, to the off-road adventure waiting for you in a new Ford Bronco. Experience the Megan Ford difference today. You can find us just off of Route 119 in Connellsville, or connect with us anytime at meganford.com.
Injured in an accident and don't know where to turn or what to do? Here at Radcliffe Martin Law, we can help you navigate your issues and resolve your claim. Unlike firms nowadays that advertise aggressively for your case and aren't even located in the state, we're right in your backyard. We have the knowledge to quickly and efficiently handle your claim. Don't waste time on an out-of-state attorney who will dilly-dally and then tell you to get a local attorney. Give us a call right now and see how we can help you. Radcliffe Martin Law, 724-439-3939.
NovaCare Rehabilitation in Uniontown is accessible for all of your recovery needs. New at NovaCare is pelvic floor physical therapy, a specialized program to treat patients with pelvic floor dysfunction related to bladder, bowel, sexual function, and pregnancy postpartum. These issues can affect both women and men and include urinary frequency, urgency and incontinence, pelvic pain, constipation, IBS, menopause, painful periods, and more. Call 724-437-0556 for an appointment in Uniontown. Personalize your care with NovaCare.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowell's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowellsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all
Bright Stripe, Bay County's premier asphalt seal coating professionals. Locally owned by Matt and Lexi George. Bright Stripe specializes in residential and commercial asphalt seal coating, also excelling in line striping and layouts, thermoplastic, and infrared asphalt repair. Bright Stripe has succeeded due to their commitment to quality work for 30 years. Bright Stripe, 724-437-6090, or visit bright-stripe.com. BRITE-stripe.com.
Magisterial District Judge Nathan Henning congratulates the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and Lady Mustangs and all our local teams on their successful season. District Judge Nathan Henning recognizes that a successful season requires teamwork and is the result of the hard work of the players, coaches, and the support of their families. Good luck to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and Lady Mustangs in the WPIAL playoffs, and best wishes for continued success from District Judge Nathan Henning.
Uniontown Dental Associates, led by Doctors Jonathan Krisner, Jennifer Hart, Jocelyn Belitsky, and Dr. Kareem Shahama, offers a full range of dental services. Same-day crowns are a convenient solution for those needing immediate care, and one of the many services they offer. Whether you need clear aligners to discreetly straighten teeth, a permanent fix for missing teeth with implants or restorative options, they have you covered. Visit them at 7829 National Pike or phone 724-438-0241 to schedule your appointment. Experience top-quality care with a personal touch. Uniontown Dental Associates, where your smile is their priority.
Do you need a fast, friendly notary service that is open in the evening? Sandy Howell Notary Services is here for you, offering new PA and West Virginia plates and ready to assist with your vehicle, boat, motorcycle, and ATV registrations and transfers, plate renewals, and more. Serving Fayette County and all surrounding areas, open weekdays from 10 to 8:30 and Saturdays from 9 to 5. Sandy Howell Notary Services, Dry Knob Road, Smithfield. Call 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
The T-Berry Law Office and attorney Vincent M. T-Berry specialize in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. The T-Berry Law Office is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. When you need to consult an attorney, make your first call to attorney Vincent M. T-Berry and the T-Berry Law Office. It'll be the only call you need to make. Phone 724-430-0300 or visit their website at tberrylawoffice.com. The T-Berry Law Office. Small town, big results.
Back wrapping things up here, Ringgold High School, Carroll Township. The Ringgold Rams advancing to the next round of the WPIAL 5A playoffs. A 64-39 win over Laurel Highlands. The Rams will play on Tuesday night at Lincoln Park. They improved to 14-9 overall. The loss drops Laurel Highlands to 13-9. That's where the Mustangs' season ends, but pretty good compared to 5-17 a season ago. And Tony, unfortunately for the Mustangs, their run had to end here tonight.
Well, yeah, and, just really met a team that was ready to play here tonight and just played great defense and fast break and good shooting, and it was a tough game for the Mustangs, no doubt about it. But again, as we said, John Smith and his team, great season, and he's got a lot of players coming back next year, so hopefully some good things for the Mustangs in the years to come.
And our high school basketball playoff coverage continues next Thursday night. We'll be into the quarterfinals with the Geibel Lady Gators taking on the St. Joseph Spartans on the air at 6:10 with our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, 7 o'clock start. I think the Gators might be able to give us a run here, Tony.
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty low today. Like I said, the only thing with the Gators is they're not very deep, so got to stay out of foul trouble, but a lot of talent and a good team to watch, a lot of fun to watch.
Have to thank, as always, Nick Barczyk back at Center Davis & Davis, attorneys at Zitlaw Studios. Laurel Highlands Assistant Athletic Director Mike Smith, who helped part in the seas for you here tonight, Tony.
And I owe Mike Smith an adult sports drink, and if he's listening, I'll definitely take you up on it, buddy.
Carl Child's behind the camera on our YouTube Live video feed. Tony Hanola, this is Brian Morozak. Have yourselves a pleasant good evening. Again, your final score, Ringgold 64, Laurel Highlands 39. So everybody from Ringgold High School.
Chris Barker.